What is going on, guys? And welcome back to the Journey Podcast. This is your host, Zach Colburn. And today we are going to talk about marketing. And when it comes to marketing, what we want to talk about today is know, like, and trust. This is a marketing principle that has been going around the industry for quite some time. But it's really easy to just like see it on the surface and not truly understand how it applies to your content on a day-to-day schedule. So we're going to talk about know, like, and trust, what it is, and how to use it to increase conversions for your business. So, know, like, and trust, what is it? Essentially, it means that in order for your prospects or potential clients to work with you, they need to know you, they need to like you, and they need to trust you. Why this is so important is actually because it's so simple to understand, but yet I like don't really see many starting fitness coaches really implementing this. If your clients do not know who you are, they are not going to like you, right? And it's not like they don't like you because they don't like who you are. It's because they don't even have the opportunity to like you or not like you because they don't even know you exist, right? So if they don't know you, they're not going to like you because they don't even know you exist, right? And if they don't like you, then they don't trust you because the same reason. They can't trust you if they don't like you, and they can't like you if they don't know you. But if your clients know who you are and they have the opportunity to like who you are, and that gives them the opportunity to trust you, then you're going to have a much easier time getting them on the phone and working with them as a paying client, which is going to put more money in your bank account and grow your business, right? So, how do we do that? Well, first things first, let's start from the source. Your clients need to know who you are first. So, the first thing is create more content, sharing your story and sharing your brand and sharing, what your beliefs are, right? It's not enough to just post a shirtless picture on Instagram. It's not enough to just repost some, graphic that you saw on another page and think that's enough for, client awareness. It might be good for your friends that are following you from high school, but you're not going to be working with strangers all across the world or all across the country because they have no idea who you are, right? One of the things I always say is like, you know, in your reality, you might think that everybody knows who you are. You might think that everybody is up to date with what you're doing, but that's a very ego driven thought process. In reality, no one really knows who you are and no one really gives a shit what you're doing, right? Unless you tell them, unless you keep them up to date. There are friends of mine from high school that I went to high school with that I hung out with every single day. I rode the bus with them, I partied with them, I was with them every weekend. These were my best friends. Yet 6 years later down the line, I have no clue where they're at or what they're doing. If I saw them down the street, I would be like, dude, I don't even know like who you are anymore. It's been like 6 years. I'd like, what are you up to, right? And so if you are not keeping your audience up to date on who you are, what you're doing, and you're not consciously telling them all the time and sharing your story, they're not going to know you. They probably have no idea who you are. Even your friends that you thought that or you think are your friends from high school or college probably have no clue what you're up to, right? So you need to make a conscious effort to constantly be telling people, what you're doing, who you're helping, what your business is all about, and sharing your story. That comes down to the next part, likability, right? So sharing your story, sharing your beliefs, sharing, who you are, that's going to allow people to know who you are, which opens up the next pillar, which is likability, right? Know, like, and trust. So how do you get people to like you? Well, honestly, guys, some people are going to love you, some people are going to hate you. Be yourself. This is where, being your true authentic self comes into play. Share your beliefs, share, how you think, share your story, and the people who will vibe with you will naturally, come towards you. One thing I want to say here is when I say share your beliefs, just be careful. Stay away from politics, stay away from religion, stay away from anything super controversial because we're using social media for your business, not for, you know, whatever's going on in the world, right? We want to stay in a neutral zone so that way we can promote our business and keep good business practices and not just be like, political like blah, right? You know what I'm talking about. But likability really just comes down to being who you are and being true to yourself, and the people who like you will naturally gravitate towards you, right? Now comes down to trust. Once people decide that they like who you are and like what you have going on and like your beliefs, then they can trust you, right? When you share information and educational content on how you can help or how to help your clients go from point A to point B, they're going to build trust, and you're going to be the person with the answers. Now, when they think of, hey, maybe I should get some help for the solution, you are now the person who's positioned because they know who you are, they like you, and they trust you because you've created content that build the know, like, and trust, right? So start with the no factor. Most of the time, that's where it all starts. If people don't know who you are, they're not going to like you and they're not going to trust you, right? So if you let them know who you are, they have the ability to like you, then they'll start to build trust. And then when you put up a call to action on your stories, you put up a call to action in your emails, you put up a call to action in any piece of your content, they are going to be more likely to say yes because you are the person that they trust. And if they ever think that they need to hire a fitness coach or they need to, invest in a service, you're the person that they're going to think of because they have that know, like, and trust, right? They're going to be way more likely to work with you who's established that know, like, and trust than someone who's just randomly freaking DMing them in the DMs that has like 2 followers, right? Think about that for a second. So instead of going cold blasting, prospects, even though that does work, there is a strategy there. Make sure that you have your foundation set up with your content to build that know, like, and trust factor. All right. If you guys want to learn more, we run a business called the Personal Trainers Business Incubator, and we help personal trainers start and grow their online coaching business from scratch. If you guys want to learn more, you guys can click the links down below or check out my bio on Instagram. With that being said, guys, peace.